Howdy folks, welcome back to 15 Nautical Mile Arc. We are in Wyoming today. Last week, if you remember, we took the Piper through the Black Hills Badlands and to Wall, South Dakota. This week, we are in Wyoming and we're going to take off from Hulett, Whiskey 43, and we're going to circle around Devil's Tower, Wyoming, and then head back to Black Hills-Clyde ICE, which is Kilo Sierra Papa Foxtrot. And it's just kind of a continuation of last week. The video got so long, or the flight time got so long for me last week, I decided to split this into a second video. And so today we're going to check out Devil's Tower. And if you remember from last week, the reason why I want to check this out is because I want to see how the map data and train data maps Devil's Tower. Now, this is a tourist area, and I do not have add-ons. However, it's a natural landmark. And like Ayers Rock, I expect this to also be mapped based on terrain, and it should be in the sim. I expect it to be in the sim. So I'm not going to look around too much because I don't want to accidentally see it if it is. I want us to be surprised and see it together. So let's hop inside and try to ignore the train a little bit. I'm going to close my baggage door now and my passenger door now and lock it. And then we'll get this fired up, and we're just going to get going right away here. Closed and locked. And first of all, we got to set our fuel. We don't want to bring too much fuel with us. Hour and a half. I hope we're not flying for an hour and a half, but just in case, let's do an hour and 3/4. My flight last week was supposed to be what I thought would be about 20-25 minutes, and it was over an hour flight time. So we're going to set that. I'm also going to do a better job turning on the right fuel tank. Why is it? Let me try something. There's that one, that one, that one, and anyway, okay, fuel off. I just want to play with that this time. I didn't turn the fuel on last time, I noticed, although I almost ran out of fuel anyway. All right, so let's just get going. I don't need to really give too much of an introduction. Put our collision lights on right away in the fuel pump and prime this thing and introduce mixture and start it right up. We are going to use an NDB today. I'm trying to get that balance out. So let's go to our radios. Oh my gosh, where is it? Here it is. 300, 300, and that's how we will know where to get to our other airport. We will use NDB till we have the airport in sight, and then we will do right traffic and land our runway 13. That's my plan. And today we're going to take off on runway 31 though. I don't think we have any clouds again. You know what? Hang on. Let's fix that. There we go. We now have clouds. So, ever since 10.51, I've had to clear the clouds and re-add the clouds to get clouds again. I don't understand. I don't really care. X-Plane 11 is coming out soon. And we need to taxi out to runway 31, which I don't want to look around too much. It's going to be which direction here? We are facing 30. Okay, so we want to go out and about. And let's see here. I think we're all set. I'm overthinking this. I got my NDB set. So let's hop outside and start our taxi. Parking brake off. We actually want to go this way. And circle around. And watch out for the animals. And watch our speed. As I mentioned before, when I saw these little guys taxi at my hometown airport, man, they go fast. Alright, we're pulling on to runway 31. We'll stop here a second, set the parking brake. I already put our flaps down during the taxi. Landing lights are on. Parking brake off, hold the brake, rev it up, and away we go. Everybody is buckled in, right? Because as you can tell, I can't even taxi or can't even take off down the middle of the runway. I swear I do much better with small, tiny runways than I do with good size runways, but whatever. Guess I'm just a little careless. No gear because it's fixed, but flaps are in. We'll climb a little bit and then turn to the left, and if Devil's Tower is mapped based on natural terrain data, we should see it. I'm just going to let us get off this runway first. Actually, let's have a look outside. At our airport. 2D, that's not even 2D, that's just default. Nope, there it is, 2D airport. Alright. Ooh, cloud shadows again. Yay, how much do I miss you? Cloud shadows and clouds. You have been severely missed. Nice to have you back. And it is hillier than the dickens. Keep in mind we are at the northern edge of the Black Hills. Let's hop inside and have a look and see if we have Devil's Tower. Coordinator turn. Whoa, that was way steeper than standard rate. And pretty soon we should see, oh, I see something. That wouldn't be it. It should be by itself. And there it is. As expected. Now, there is a rule. You cannot be closer than 3 nautical miles to this monument. If you still haven't spotted it, look just left of the nose, that lone tower. That is your Devil's Tower. So, I mean, we're farther than 3 nautical miles right now, but we're going to get a lot closer to it, and we're going to break some rules. But that's okay. We'll get a little bit of altitude, though. But on our way there, we might as well enjoy the scenery again, in case you didn't get enough of the Black Hills last week. Here's the northern edge of it. If you head that way, you get back into South Dakota. Below us is Interstate 90. 90? Yeah. 90. 94 is up in Montana, so this would be 90. But there it is, all by itself. Now we're getting a little closer. Not as impressive as Ayers Rock in the sim, but it's there. Right there off the nose in case you lost sight of it. It's kind of neat to see when we first took off though when we were lower, but now that we're above it, it just kind of blends in. But we'll oh, I wanted to level off at 6,800 feet because that's 2,000 or 3,000 feet above our destination airport. So let's come down a little bit. We got up to 69. I wasn't paying attention. But there we go. We'll be able to see it come around the A pillar here. And there it is. I don't think it's full of trees in real life. But anyway, that's what it looks like at about, what are we, 42, 5, 6, about 2,800 feet above it in real life. I mean above ground level, 2,800 feet or so above ground level. I would imagine it's much more beautiful in person. Anyway, so straight ahead is Wyoming, flat, compared to where we are now anyway, but still cool. Grasslands out there. You keep heading west that way and you would run into Yellowstone and Yosemite. We'll have one more look here when it pops out under the wing, then we'll head to our other airport. We'll follow our ADF, follow the NDB, and then we'll land. And we will move on to other parts of the world. There it is. Let's get a look outside. Capture my screenshot for the thumbnail. There we go. Alright, so let's follow our ADF card, which is way over here. Kind of a bummer so far away. Oh, that's what we'll do. I'm trying to grab a shot of it as we circle around it. There we go. Screenshot of that. Okay. Coordinate our turn. Do not exceed standard rates. Yet we're looking at my ADF card. Yet sightseeing. Yet try not to lose nor gain altitude. Although I did climb quite a bit above my desired 6,800, but that's okay. We can bring that down later. Oh, we're gonna go right over this thing if we're not careful. Let's straighten out a second. Cool. Definitely well within the 3 nautical mile limit or perimeter you're supposed to keep with this thing. Very cool. Alright, let's see. Alright, so we're right over it now? Yeah, that's kind of funny. Alright, well, lined up with our ADF card, so we're just going to go this way. And just go follow this until we see our airport and then turn left to make right traffic. And then we'll land. So I want to climb a little bit more. I want to be at 6,800 feet because, like I said, that's 3,000 feet above our destination altitude. I really wish NDB had DME, but it doesn't. So I don't know how far we have to go. I just have to keep my eyes peeled. I think it's quite a ways because our originating airport was over that away. Where's the tower? Originating airport was over there. And this is much, much, much farther than our original airport, our departing airport. So we have a ways to go. Since we saw so much of the Black Hills last time, I think I'm just going to fly this plane. And we'll have a quick shot outside, and then I'll rejoin you when we have our airport in sight. Alright, almost half an hour later for me, and our runway has been spotted. The airport has been spotted. I do not need to fly and turn left to make right traffic pattern close to the airport. We're actually going to dog left now and go around the city that you see just on the tip of the nose. And if we do this right, we can just fly straight in. So I'm actually going to lose some altitude now, because we climbed a little bit to get over some terrain back there. We need to start coming down a little bit. And then we'll get ready for our landing. One more final shot outside at the beautiful, beautiful scenery. And there's our airport just above the wing. In that open space. We're going to go right between those hills there. Kind of along the interstate a little bit. But that means we got to come down. Landing altitude is 3866. And we are well above that. We're just going to come down. Landing lights are already on. I left them on. That didn't get turned on. And I had to switch fuel tanks. We almost ran out of fuel on the one tank, so now we're on the right tank. Does that go under the highway? Oh my gosh, there's a highway running through our airport. Oh well, good thing we're landing this direction. There's no way we'd make it from that other direction. There are 2 turf runways as well. 2 turf, 1 asphalt. We're going to take the very, very long asphalt. I think it's like 6,000 feet long or some crazy thing. In fact, we got to lose more altitude quickly here. Alright, we'll kind of do kind of a base leg here so we can keep that white patch of sand in our view because our runway's right behind that. And that's how I'll determine where we are. How's our speed looking? Okay, good. Losing altitude without gaining too much speed. Guess I could slip it a little to come down faster since my flaps are still in, but I don't think I need to. I don't think I'll need to slip it. We'll come down steep and then I'll level off and then we'll lose speed like crazy. We gotta kind of S-curve through these hills. I had to get past that hill on the right, which put us beyond the runway. In fact, I think I get a set of flaps out already just to prepare. So now the runway's behind this hill on the left, so we're gonna have to come in kind of funny. See the pappies just pop into view. Says we're too low actually, so let's level off until we catch glide slope. Doing a combination of increasing throttle and pulling back on the yoke to level off. Because I still want to lose speed, so I don't want to use just the throttle to level off because we'll maintain speed that way. I want to lose speed a little bit as well. So let's trim up too, so I don't have to fight the yoke so much. There we go, right between the mountains, or hills, I guess. Cool, I like this approach, this is fun. There we go, trim back a little bit more now. See, now we're lined up with the runway, but I'm nervous getting too close to the train. So we're going to do another little S-curve here. And I apologize, it's just a 2D modeled airport. We're definitely below our train alongside of us here. Oh my goodness. Let's get around that, then we'll line back up the runway. Slow down a little bit more. Next set of flaps will float a little. There we go. Increased drag means we have to increase throttle to stay in the air. There you go. I got around that nicely, I think. Let's cut back a little bit till we're established and we'll drop. There we go. There's one white. I feel like we're too high, but maybe not. I mean, the pappy says we're fine. There's two white, two green, or two white, two red. So let's go down 500 feet per minute. Bring back throttle a little bit so we lose speed. Oh, we're getting a little bit crosswind here. Bring this back. 500 feet per minute put us too low. Alright, two white, two red. Landing flaps out. Lots of drag. Losing speed nicely. Losing altitude nicely. Alright. Bringing back the throttle a little bit. And again, long runaway, so I'm just going to hold off. Bring back throttle over the end of the runway. Start to flare nicely. There we go. The problem with this plane is I'm always much higher in the air than I think I am. So I think we're about to touch down, but we got about 20 feet left or so. But that's okay. Brakes, can we stop? Will we make this? Will we make it? Will we make it? Yeah, we'll make it. I think it's funny that that freeway is on the runway, though. It's kind of funny. All right, 2D modeled airport, so I'm not going to worry too much about where we go. Let's turn those landing lights off. Slow down a little bit. We're going kind of obscenely fast. We'll just go over here. Let's hop outside load for this. All right, let's just park over here. There we go. And stop it right about there. Set the parking brake. Hop on in. Kill a few things. And turn off this key. Turn off our fuel. And turn off everything else. Come on, how's that going to work? There we go. There we go. Let's go over here and unlock our door. Pop it open, and we can pop open our window as well. But we need the options for baggage area and static elements. Alright, just like last week, the flight was a lot longer for me than I anticipated. I'm not sure why I'm misjudging. I think I'm overestimating the speed this aircraft can do. I think that's my problem. If you look back on some of the sightseeing section of this video, we were doing about 98, 99 knots ground speed. So I think that's what's coming into play, is I'm thinking more of the 1900D where we're doing 220 or something. So anyway, not a problem though. I enjoyed it. Anyway, welcome to Black Hills. Where are we? Black Hills-Clyde ICE. Whatever ICE means, I'm not exactly sure. Incorporated County Exploration. No, I have no idea. I really have no idea what that means. Hello freeway right through our airport. And anyway, as usual, if you found me by accident, please subscribe if you're a regular subscriber. Thank you for continuing support. We're going to hop into the Beaver for next week, and we're going to fly down a Canadian river. So stay tuned for that, but living in the present. I hope you enjoyed this video just fine. Leave a comment below if you like. Any flight suggestions work great as well. And with that being said, as usual, I'll catch you on the next one.